you have to go? Why'd you have to leave me when I needed you the most? 'Cause I don't really know how to tell you without feeling much worse. I know you're in a better place, but it's always gonna hurt. Carry on, give me all the strength I need to carry on. It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again, when I see you again.
Okay. And I told you this morning we're staying within the music theme as we celebrate World Music Day, and that was Yumi Guild, who is a music art teacher for St. John's Vianney, St. Martin de Porres, and Belize Music Academy in Arts. And she's joined by two of her students. We have Michelle Su and Diego Mahabir. Good morning and welcome.
Morning.
So this is fascinating. So Yumi, let's just start off by talking about your own work that you're doing in the different schools and what it's like getting the children on board, the parents on board to participate in the arts.
Okay. As everybody know, I'm a primary school teacher teaching music and arts. So this year, since curriculum has been changed from 2017, I'm teaching as expressive arts. So like from September to June, I teach music and also arts. Some of the arts activities that I show you here is the one from St. Martin de Porres and St. John Vianney School. And yes. And some of them were originally like come from my country using those papers work called origami, or some of them were using the scissors. And also because I have more than 500 students in a week teaching, yes, more than 500. Then most of the time teachers have to spend buy the material from our pockets, but I can't spend that so many money on the 500 students. So the material is kind of limited. So I use the paper and pencil eraser is the most effective material for the art. So I use the pencil and those.
So they do the
pencil.
sketches as we see over on this
Yes,
side.
and that is actually their name. I'm doing these lessons to build their self-esteem and more self-confidence in their work. No, their names they design it, and some of them are standard 3 boys and 4 girls, and these lessons are very good for upper division.
Self-esteem, that's
Yeah.
interesting.
You may, 2 of the schools that you assist or you teach in are 2 Southside schools, St. John's Vianney and
Yes.
St. Martin de Porres. Are you able to track them to see how the work that you do with them improves them, not only their self-esteem, but just generally? And how has that experience been in terms of transforming them?
To me, like music is, I know everybody love music, so when I teach music, just everybody feel happy, no? Like just bring the music to the school, teaching those students every day, make them feel happy and also make I feel happy also. That's why
Yeah.
I'm still continuing after 10 years. That's my
Wow,
biggest
it's
reason.
10 years already.
Oh, it's gonna be like 13 years now, so.
So is it a matter of letting them freestyle when you talk about the arts here, or do you still pass on some particular techniques? Because I see this one says expressive arts exam, which means they're being quizzed on something here. But is it about the techniques that they're using?
Yes, because I'm teaching as same as the other teachers, I have to give them grades. Even the arts, I have to check their works. Then, like these are like I gave them a little example that I show you. My one is on top. That was
Yeah.
my example, and they see this, and I teach them how to use the pencil. Not only just writing their letters, but they can use the different part of a pencil to use it. And I have all those things from. I have a very educational background in arts also. Then
Yeah.
I'm teaching them.
And so let's move to our musical students that we have here. And you guys are from the Belize Music Academy and Arts. So this is something you do separately.
Separately, because teaching at the primary school, that is my job, but I have this school over 10 years also. Then Michelle is learning with me over like maybe 4 or 5 years, and their level is getting developed and much higher.
Yeah.
And when I think about maybe in the future, like one of them can teach music, no? Then if they can tell somebody that I learn music at the Belize Music Academy and Arts, if they can tell to somebody else, could bring more people to join the program. So that's why I start to launch this. Yeah.
So Michelle, you've been doing music for 5 years with Yumi?
Yeah, about 5 years. I think I started in like standard 5,
Uh-huh.
so it's pretty late, but I still learned a lot from her.
And you, Daniel?
It's Diego.
Oh, Diego, sorry. Yeah.
I just started piano a couple of weeks ago actually, but I've been doing music on a whole for about 2 years now.
What kind of music?
Like guitar and stuff.
Okay.
And why did you switch? What's the interest in?
I've always wanted to learn how to play piano actually. It's interested me for a while, but it wasn't until recently that I got the opportunity to start piano. So I took it and I started.
And because you had a background in other instruments, is it easier? Is this pace like?
I wouldn't say because I have a background in other instruments that it was easier. It was just because I know it's gonna sound weird, but I can't really read music notes because the instruments I learned don't necessarily use music notes. So when I started piano, I thought that, well, I wanted to start learning how to read music notes, but, well, I haven't as yet, but
Eventually you will.
eventually I will, yeah.
Yeah, they'll have to learn that,
Hopefully,
right?
one day.
Now, taking on any extracurricular activity requires an added discipline because you have your schoolwork, you want to hang out with your friends, you want to play video games, and you just want to do nothing sometimes, right? What keeps you dedicated to go to the academy to learn a new instrument? Is it still mom and dad saying you must go, or is there something inside you that you just really wanna learn more?
I say that I kind of want to do it myself. My parents tell me that I should practice too, but I also want to play because it's actually really nice to just play a song, and it's really calming. You know, like sometimes when you're stressed from work, you know, you want like a break, and music can really help.
Yeah. You have a particular preference as to what you like to play?
Not really, but I prefer slow song because it just, you know, calming. You know, so I prefer slow.
All right. And Diego?
Wait.
The first question was, why do you do it? Is it because you want to?
Yeah, it's because I want to. I've always had an interest in music, so I guess the drive is still there that I want to learn more about music and I want to learn more music and stuff. And if I were to pick a preference, like she said, I would prefer like the slower songs just because they're a lot more calming and a lot easier to play than like the really fast songs out there.
Wait,
Do you have a musical career as your ambition, since you're learning all these instruments?
Not really. I just wanted to learn.
Nice.
Do you like, you know, do you listen to, you have a favorite song, I'm sure?
A couple, yeah.
A couple. And you ever think, you know, I want to reproduce that? And have you ever gone further to say, you know what, I want to create my own song? You know?
There are a couple songs that I can reproduce, like I'd play the acoustic guitar and have someone sing over
That's
it.
the best instrument.
And yeah, I've always
To me.
thought about creating my own music and stuff. So
And for you, Michelle, do you play any other instrument?
No, actually they gave me a choice between violin and piano when I first started. But because I had a friend who had started piano, and I'm like, you know what, I'll just do piano, just because. So I'm just doing piano.
So tell us about the academy, Yumi, and the work that you've been. What range in age are you working with, and what type of instruments?
I'm teaching from age 4. Right now, my youngest student, 4. Yes, my youngest student is my son.
Oh.
Yeah, he's 4 years old.
So he'll listen to you.
Not really, it's very difficult. I think everybody have experience, like age 4, 5 is still very difficult to teach them, but they can learn. Yes, I experiment with my son, and he's learning at least like 3 songs he's learning so far. So age 4, 5, you can bring the child to my academy and they can start. And it's very, very good to start early age because the ear training that I'm doing, those called perfect pitch. Some people have this perfect pitch is a kind of talent that you can hear that some keys and you can identify that it's C or a D or do, re, mi, fa, sol. I have that because I started in very young age. So if somebody play that keyboard, I can identify which key it is. And if I hear the music, it comes out do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, si, do, everything like a language. It comes in my mind. So that's a very, very good skills to become a musician in the future.
So from 4 to what age?
I have those high school students, so they can learn, continue if they want to learn in high school. I have some adult people wants to learn. Sometimes they ask me, they call me, and I always welcome them just to join us. Yes.
And what type of instrument?
Basically, I teach piano and vocal, and it depends. Some people come because they have to learn recorder at high school, and they need to pass the exam. They come to my school to just classes. That happened to me several times already. Yes.
Tell us about your vocal training. That's an interesting one. So people are coming to learn how to utilize the human voice.
And usually those vocal lessons, I will recommend them to bring their own song that they want to sing. If they have somebody like, I like this artist, I want to sing this song, but I don't know how. And if I want to sing, and I could just tell them to learn some more.
The camp is.
Oh yes, summer camp is happening next month. That's why I came here for.
From July 2nd to July 20th.
It's the whole month.
It's the entire month
Yes,
almost.
it's the entire month, but I separate them as age levels because like we cannot put 4 years and 10 years all together. So it's like 2 times a week, and I'm teaching music, also the arts. Yeah.
Arts too.
Yes, arts too.
Oh, so how do you have limited space for your summer camp?
Yes, because I'm expanding. I renovate my music studio to have a little open space outside, renovating the bathroom so that we can accommodate more people to join. Especially arts, we need a place to wash their hands and all those persons. So we are renovating the place So space is kind of limited. The arts will be only age 8 up to age 12, like primary school age, but from standard 3 to like standard 6.
Okay.
That's accommodating.
So
But
you have guitar, arts for,
maybe piano, vocal.
and then the piano. Oh yeah, for
Yes.
piano and vocal too. But the piano and voice are only for the 4-year-olds and
Up to any.
Nice.
And when you say lettering, the lettering,
Lettering is this one, no? Yes.
It's like-
This one, yeah, for the pencil work, lettering. Yes.
And how does can you do both? Is it possible to do, like, let's say if you're not offering lettering for my age group, but I think this is awesomely cool and I want to do that, can I arrange for something outside of
Yes,
the?
but most of like this is all included in arts program. So if they sign up for the arts, they will do like this,
gotcha.
lettering and everything. Yes.
How often do you see your students in the different schools, in the primary schools? How often do you have arts with a class?
At each class gonna get one classes a week.
A week. See, that's what you're talking about. And they have a choice between music and arts, or it's only arts?
For my school, because I have to teach everything, then the time that we can get according to curriculum, it's like 1 hour the most in a week, no? Because
Yeah.
the time schedule is very, very, very strict in our school. So
Yeah.
then I just share, like for this year, I teach music September to February. Then March to June, I teach arts. That's what I did. Yeah, it worked very well to me. Yes.
What's the cost of the camp, and what is your capacity? You can only take how many?
Yes, and it's $100 per child. It's whole month, and it's gonna be there coming 2 times a week in the morning. Then music, I would say 4 students in a room is the most, because I don't want to put too many students and they
You
don't
can't
have
work with
Yeah.
accommodate. No, but I have 4 keyboards that they can practice in a room. I have 4 of them, so I could bring 4 students. And arts, I can take up to maybe 8 to 10 students
Yeah.
together.
Wow.
And if I get more people, I could do the afternoon session to open up more people.
And for our students, Diego and Michelle, what are your aspirations in terms of the piano and what you're learning? Do you have a target in mind as to when you've learned enough?
Personally, not really. I just want to learn piano and get like really good at it. So there's not really a goal yet.
Yeah.
So.
I'm not sure either.
Yeah.
But actually Miss Yumi had asked me to help with this summer camp. So, I could as a part-time job to help out other kids to
That's
learn
cool.
piano. Yeah.
You think you have the patience for it? Like how Miss Yumi has patience for you guys?
That's because I actually taught my brother for a few weeks.
Yeah.
He learned a few songs.
Oh. Is she very strict as a teacher? I mean, what's a class in music like? Tell me.
It's actually really fun. Like she won't be strict, and she won't she'll tell you if you're wrong and you're correct, but she won't go straight on. She won't. I don't know how to say it. She won't be strict.
Okay.
She'll just tell you that you're going wrong, and she'll help you along the way.
Yeah.
Can I? Sorry.
Go ahead.
Like Michelle said, Miss Yumi isn't very strict when it comes to these things. She'll, when you do make mistakes, she will correct you and help you fix it. And she's not very strict when it comes to music.
I wanted to ask, you guys are both in high school?
Yeah.
What high school you attend?
VHS.
VHS, and you?
And St. Catherine's.
St. Catherine's. Is there a music program in either of your schools?
None that I'm aware of.
I think we have actually an ensemble
Yeah.
with Miss Hiroko. And I think we have a steel pan band too. Yeah.
And your lessons with Miss Yumi haven't and be like, okay, well, I have this foundation already. I'm going to join up with some of that musical activity at school.
Oh, well,
No?
the steel band, I don't learn the steel band, but the ensemble is, I think, just for the violin.
Oh, it's
So, yeah, the piano wasn't in that. That's why I wasn't able to join that.
Okay. All
Interesting.
right, great. So Yumi, how do people get in touch with you if they want to participate in the summer camp?
You can find us on the Facebook page, Belize Music Academy and Arts. If you go on our page, you can see all the information, some other artworks, musical videos that we are recording. You can see them. And you can just message me or inbox me, or you can call me 623-46 38 623 4638.
All right, and register early because the spots are limited. Thank you for coming in and also being a part of the performance earlier. We also had Jalani Banner, who is the singer, and we had Colin Wu, who is also playing the piano. So thank you to them as well. And the summer camp starts in July, but you want to register now. Thank you once again.
Thank you very much.
We're going to go ahead and take a final break, and when we come back, we'll have our wrap-up, so stay tuned.